What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Back here with another video. Today we're going to be predicting the Optic Major 1 tournament bracket that's starting today here at the CDL 2022. Now these are just my opinions and my predictions. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think is going to happen here in the Optic Major 1. But guys, if you want to beat the YouTube algorithm, be sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, the bell for notifications. Without further ado, let's hop right in. Alright. Let's hop straight into it. Optic Major 1 tournament. First round, we have FaZe versus Breach. Now, FaZe is looking absolutely insane right now, back in the championship form that they were in last season, and it's not that I think they're unbeatable, but I just don't think Breach is going to be the team to do it to take them out, so I'm going to have to give that first matchup to FaZe. For the second matchup here, Optic versus Surge. I think this is actually going to be a really good matchup. It may still come down to a 3-1 in favor of Optic, but I think Optic's going to come out with this one and head on to round 2 against FaZe, thus sending Surge down to play Legion in round 1 of the losers bracket. And then also, forgot to mention, Breach will be heading down into the losers bracket to play Florida. Then we have Ravens versus Los Angeles Gorillas. I think this is going to be a pretty easy matchup here. I think, in my opinion anyway, it's going to be Ravens taking the early lead. If LAG does take a map, it may be Control, but I think Ravens are going to commandedly have it 3-1 and moving on to play either LA Thieves or Ultra, and Gorillas moving on down to play Rocker, which we'll get to a little bit later. Now for LA Thieves versus Ultra, I think LA Thieves are an amazing team. I think they have all the skill sets they need. It's just, I think they're going to start off a little bit slow. I think Ultra's going to come out hot, so I'm going to have to give round 1 winners to Toronto Ultra. Moving forward here with LA Thieves hitting the losers bracket to play against the Subliners. Moving on down to the round 1 of the losers bracket, we have the Breach versus Mutineers. I just don't see Mutineers taking this at all. I think Breach are going to have it. It may come down to a 3-2, but I think Breach is going to come out with it in the end. And for Surge and Legion, I mean, is that even a question? I'm pretty sure Legion also just dropped Decimate, so I'm not really sure who their next man up is, so that's going to be interesting to see who that is. I'm sure they already announced it, but I haven't been following Legion too much, so Surge it is, heading on to versus Breach in round 2. Then LAG versus Rocker. I'm going to have to give it to Minnesota Rocker. Attach, man, he's going to come out with the winner there to move on to the next round. And then I would absolutely love to see Clayster get a W here, but I do believe the Subliners will have a win sometime during the season. I just don't think it's going to happen right now. They need to build a little bit more chemistry and try to get something going for them. So I think the way this bracket panned out here for the Major 1, I think Thieves are going to have to take it here and Subliners are going to fall short. And they might have to go back to the drawing board and find out what they can do heading into Major 2. Looking at losers round 3, or heading up into losers round 3, what do we have here? We have Breach versus Surge. I think this is actually going to be a really good matchup, but I'm going to have to give it to the side of Surge. Now, many of you may criticize and think differently on this one. You may give it to Breach rather than Surge, but I'm going to have to give it to Surge, man. I think they're going to come out hot, and I think they're going to get the job done here. And then moving on down to Minnesota Rocker versus LA Thieves. This is going to be an amazing matchup. It's going to be really fun to watch this one, but I believe Kenny, Octane, they're going to pull it out, and they're going to head on to round 3. Now, taking a look here at round 2 of the winners bracket, we have FaZe versus Optic. I think this is going to be a really good match. As long as Optic comes to play, I think if Optic come to play, it's going to be a really good matchup. It just comes down to, are they going to play more of an individual game, or are they going to come and play as a team? If they come and play as a team, they might even pull it away from FaZe, but I don't really see that happening, at least at this point in the year, so I'm going to have to give this one to FaZe. Heading down to the Ravens versus Ultra, I think it's going to be pretty one-sided for the most part. You may see Ravens pull out a game, maybe 2 games, but in the end, it's going to be Ultra pulling it off for the W there. Heading on to the winners final, FaZe versus Ultra. Now it does move Optic down into round 3 versus Surge. So it's going to be a matchup from the round 1 that they had, Optic versus Surge there, and then Ravens also heading down to play the LA Thieves. Here we have losers round 3, Optic versus Surge. I think Optic's going to take this one as long as they don't get in their heads too much from that loss from FaZe. And then they'll move on to round 4, where they're going to be playing off against LA Thieves, which is going to be an amazing matchup. It's always a good rivalry there between Optic and the Thieves, so I'm super excited about that one if it does pan out this way. But let's head over to the losers final matchup. Who do we have reaching into it from the losers bracket standpoint? Again, I think if Illy's on his game, if Shotzi and Scump are playing well together and Dashy's hitting his shots, I think Optic has it in the bag. They can come in, they can take it away from the Thieves, and they'll move on to the losers final. Now, FaZe, Ultra, who's winning that one? Again, it's going to come down to how Ultra plays this game, but I think right now, the way FaZe has been playing, they're just a little bit above everybody else, so I'm going to have to give this one to FaZe. Moving on to the grand finals. That leaves Optic versus Ultra here in the losers finals of the Optic Major 1 tournament. What better way to end it out than to get to the grand final of your own Major 1 tournament? Optic versus FaZe in the Major 1 grand finals. But in the end, I do believe your Major 1 champions are going to be Atlanta FaZe. Now, if you guys think differently, that's perfectly fine. You're welcome to your own opinion. I want to hear those opinions down below in the comments. What do you guys think of my overall bracket here, my bracket predictions heading into Major 1? I think I did, honestly, a pretty good job of what's going to happen. If it doesn't pan out this way and there's some upsets, that can always happen as well. But guys, let me know down below in the comments who you have winning the Major 1 tournament for the CDL here in 2022. I'm super excited to see how things get kicked off here at the Major 1 tournament. It should be an amazing couple days of games here starting today with your round 1 matchups. It's gonna be a blast, honestly. So guys, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of my bracket. Let me know your thoughts on how the bracket's gonna pan out. But guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this one. If you guys want to see me do these in the future for the other majors, let me know by leaving a like, hitting that subscribe button, and bell for notifications. Tell your friends, tell your family, notify me. I provide that show all major social medias. That's Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. All I provide dash goes. Follow me at Life by Dash, both at YouTube and Instagram for more lifestyle vlog type videos. I'll see you guys next time.